I'm strong. I'm strong. Strong.
All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy CMB checking in. And today, guys, I want to talk about the fact that Rolando Romero, the WBA regular champion, has now been elevated to the full-fledged champion at 147 pounds. Now, to be honest with you guys, I'm not surprised by this. This typically happens when the full-fledged champion either, vacates the title when they're moving up to a new weight class, or they get stripped of the title. We've seen this a lot, time and time again. So I was wondering when this was going to happen, because Jaron Boots Ennis, the unified champion at 147, WBO, IBF respectively, wind up moving to 154 pounds. And I'm still not liking that fact. I kind of seen him as the anchor being at 147 pounds, and I wanted to see if he could accomplish his goal of becoming undisputed at 147, because that's what he was talking about. When he turned down fights with Teofimo Lopez, that was the goal. He turned that down because Teofimo Lopez had nothing to offer and he was trying to become undisputed. So I didn't like when he moved up, but I digress. So Rolly is the champion now, and we're calling him the email champion. That's something we do in this, I would say, in this day and age of boxing. We kind of poke fun at it. I don't think it's anything to frown upon, because we've seen this a lot in boxing. For instance, Tim Tszyu, when Jermell Charlo was stripped of the WBO, he became the full-fledged champion. We saw the same thing with Devin Haney. He became the full-fledged WBC 135-pound champion when Vasily Lomachenko was franchised. You guys remember that. Same thing with Jermall Charlo. He became the full-fledged WBC champion at 160 when Canelo Alvarez was franchised. So it's nothing new. It's just something that we make fun of, and it happens, guys. So now you have Rolly. He's the full-fledged champion. And here's the thing. I'm always baffled by how Rolly gets all these opportunities, despite, when he steps up and fights. When he gets these step-up fights, he doesn't win these fights. You guys know when he fought Gervonta Tank Davis, he got knocked out in the fight. And then he winds up getting, a title shot at 140 after that. I think it was Alberto Puello who was supposed to fight for the title at the time. And I think Puello got popped for some banned substances. So he wound up fighting, Ismael Barroso for that title. And let me say this, man. Barroso should have been the champion that night. He kicked Rolly's ass in that fight, but Rolly got a gift decision in that fight. So he becomes a champion, the WBA champion at 140 pounds. Of course, he turns around and he loses that title to Isaac the Pitbull Cruz. And I think he fought a guy after that. I can't remember what undercard he was on. I don't even know who that guy was. He wins that fight. It was kind of a lackluster fight. Then he gets a shot at the WBA regular at 147 pounds. He moves up. Him and Ryan Garcia gets a crack at a title. And neither one of those guys have ever fought at 147. So it's easy to say that Rolly gets a lot of opportunities despite, the things that he hasn't accomplished. So now, he's a two-division champion. And like I said, he's become elevated. But it is what it is. I'll say that. I don't know what Rolly does to get himself into these opportunities, but he does. Maybe it's his mouthpiece. I don't know. Maybe he puts butts in the seat. I don't know what it is. But now he has another great opportunity in front of him. Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. Now, I know a lot of people have been talking about Rolly and Ryan Garcia, running it back, doing a rematch. But there's also been talks of Manny Pacquiao. And quite frankly, if I'm Rolly, I'm looking at it like this. Am I going to, my next fight, am I going to fight a Hall of Famer, or am I going to fight a guy who was a drug cheat? Which one would you be? I'm the champion. If it's me, I'm picking Manny Pacquiao, in my opinion. I'm picking Manny Pacquiao. That's a legacy fight. Ryan hasn't done anything. I'll say it time and time again. Ryan hasn't done anything but cheat. If they fight again, I am interested in the fight, but if I'm Rolly, I'm picking Manny. Now, I don't think Rolly's going to beat Manny. I don't think he has the tools in his arsenal to beat a Manny Pacquiao. He's just been, getting acclimated to actually working behind a jab in boxing. You guys know Rolly was always seen as a puncher. But I'm taking that opportunity with Manny Pacquiao if it presents itself. But we'll see what happens, guys. I just wanted to rant a little bit of how Rolly gets these opportunities. And guys who are well deserving of opportunities, they don't get opportunities like this. They just seem to fall in Rolly's lap. But anyway, you guys let me know what you think about this one in the comment section. It's the CMB. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. And I'm out. Peace.